ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Candid Culture. I'm Crystal Lynette.
Hey, Queens. I'm Misha Allen. Thank y'all for joining us tonight.
Hey, ladies. It's your girl, Kia Simone.
Y'all, let's get to it. Tonight, we are going to talk about age ain't nothing but a number. But first, Misha.
So let's break some ice with some combo on the rocks.
Yeah, that intro is always a vibe.
I know. And these YouTube streets don't like that music because they keep saying I don't own the rights. And I'm like, we all pay for these subscriptions, but that's another story. That's another rant.
Hello.
So I just have to take time to figure out what's going on. So question number 1. Which chores do you enjoy and which chores do you despise? So I'm gonna let Crystal wait because Crystal looking thinking hard. So Misha's smiling. So what chores do you enjoy to do, Misha, and which ones do you despise?
I love cleaning my closet, like clothes. I grew up around people that held on to things. So I'm the opposite. Like I'm very easy. Like it's very easy for me to be like, I don't need this. I don't need that. Just put it out. I cannot stand the bathroom or the kitchen. I just feel like they get the messiest and it's so easy for them to like get back dirty. I'm just like, I will hold off as long as I can.
The weird thing is I know what chore I hate. I don't know what chore I love though. So I don't want to take out the trash or vacuum. I just don't like taking out the trash or vacuum. The taking out the trash or vacuum. I don't know which one I like though. Like is shopping for interior design, is that a chore? If that is the chore, then that's the one I love. Like
I guess let's get your house together. So we'll ride with that. So I'm with Crystal. I don't like any chores. And I'm praying that God sends me that husband that don't mind that we gonna need that housekeeper. Because even with my closet, like I'm that lady that I get dressed and I'll change like the shirt 3 times, but I don't hang the shirt back up. So people
So
like,
you got piles.
Yeah, put the stuff back up. And I'm like, it's not that easy when you're rushing, when you're trying to look together. And so my makeup and everything is in one room. So then you're like, okay, let me find lashes. Shout out to Queen of Life. Queen of Life cosmetics all over the place. It's just a mess. So I don't think there's any chore that I really like. I used to, when I had more time, I used to make my bed up every morning because I used to like to come home and see a nicely made bed. Now I've been working from home for like the last 2 or 3 years. Won't make the bed up no more. So I don't know. I'm with Crystal. No chores. I don't think I like any. Had to pass.
Sometimes it's like therapy. You throw on a good playlist and you just clean and clean and clean, and you don't just like take a nice relaxing bath and just sleep it off. You know, it's nice.
That does not
It's
work.
like a form of therapy for me. It feels good when you have like those cleaning moods. You never get in a cleaning mood where you just want to clean and then you're like, okay, I'm over it.
Baby, like I like literally, even with you being a makeup artist, Misha, I had one friend that every time she come over, I'm cleaning brushes. So she's like, you ain't them dang on brushes. And I was like, she's thinking that I just get a kick out of cleaning brushes. And I'm like, no, this is a chore. Like literally, like you gotta have brushes. And so she's like thinking it's a little weird. And when I thought about it, I was like, yeah, I was cleaning brushes the last time you were here. So I don't like anything. Like
I need to clean mine. I do not like cleaning my brushes. I've been staring at these same brushes like, I need to clean them. Every time I do my makeup, I'm like, I need to clean them. That's a chore. Because oh my God, it's messy.
You could do like first put on some music and just run through some stuff. Like you said, some of that ratchet music, that beat just keeps going and going and going. Next thing you know, I've done like 4 loads of laundry. Like, you know what I mean? Folded. And you know what? I don't mind doing the laundry, but the folding of the clothes and everything. Oh, yeah.
I got clothes still sitting here that needs to be put up.
I'm guilty of putting a load of clothes in the wash machine. I just need them to do all the work once you put them in there. So I have like clothes that I have to wash again because I forget that they're in there, and then you have to like put vinegar in there just to make sure that everything's good. So yeah, so I'm with Kimberly. Like I despise cooking. But she said she enjoyed cleaning the laundry and washing dishes. I don't like washing dishes either. So
yeah, I don't like dishes. That's true.
So music is not helping me. Like I said, I don't care what form of music I put on, it's not helping. Okay, it takes me a whole 8 hours to clean. Like I got a shift because I'll go sit down, watch a Lifetime movie, and then I'll get back up. So maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Okay. So the next
data, but I'm guilty for just buying new brushes. I'm guilty. I just got a new set of foundation brushes.
You know what? I go to Target, I see them Elf $1 brushes. Yes. And I'm like, I'm gonna just buy these and wait another week to wash them other brushes.
That's exactly what I did. I bought $2 brushes.
My brushes, like I said, because again, I don't have time for bad skin. So people be like, "Oh, how you keep your skin up?" So like I said, I will. Like that's why I said my friend, she come over and she's like, "Okay, here you go in the brushes again." Now, one thing I will do, I clean the lace on my wig because I ain't out here with no dirty gel and all that stuff and old dried up. You'll be looking at some lace fronts, and you'll be like, "I need you to clean that up." So yeah. I will have wash day for the wigs. I'll have brush day, but as far as the other stuff, I need to hire a housekeeper. Question number 2. Have you ever been caught naked?
Yeah. I've not like by like family, because like different holidays I go, like it was a tradition to go to my grandmother's house. So I remember I took a shower. I was in the room getting dressed. My cousin just gonna barge in, no knock, no nothing. I'm just standing there like, and he's like, sorry. And he just ran out. So like by family, yeah. Or like when you in the bathroom, you're not naked in there. But when people just like, if the door don't actually lock or something, I've had that, but that's it.
Crystal's still thinking.
I have not, but the funny thing is, every time I get on here with you, just like this, our current topic tonight, I'm like, oh yeah, that did happen. Watch by the end of the night, be like, oh yeah. So no, I now I feel like I've led a sheltered life that I haven't been caught naked.
Or somebody saw you naked and you just didn't know. How about that?
I do believe that's probably happened.
Let me just tell you guys.
How that happened?
Let me tell you. So, okay, I have like a family room in the back of my house, right? Okay. So I used to have blinds up in the family room. So when I had the family room remodeled, I didn't have any curtains up or any blinds up for a while. So I don't usually wear clothes in the house. So when you come, the family room is attached to the kitchen. So when I come and get some orange juice, you be like running there real quick. So I don't know. That's probably why they like, hey, Miss Kia.
Oh my Lord.
Remember Miss Parker? And I was like, okay, let me have somebody hang up the curtains because I was like, I know. And in the back of my house, because we cut the bushes down, I could see the next street over. So I was like, they probably be like night around 10:30. That child come get orange juice. But
I can't.
They got a show, Misha. And so one of the exes came over to fix my space heater that's on the wall in my family room. So he was like, let me fix these curtains up for you because I know you like to be naked. So it's really, he closed it up with a hair clip.
Oh my goodness.
So he didn't know that I was walking around prior, just like, hey.
Your neighbors was pissed. Like, no, he didn't.
I wasn't trying to flash people. It would be like, how you run to the kitchen real quick, you like real quick. And then when you get to the kitchen, then you look out the back and you're like, oh, ain't nobody out there. It's 11 o'clock. It's too much. Okay? So I don't know. Maybe not. Now,
Well, the funny thing is, it sounds like Kia's house is kind of shaped just like mine, and I'll come out of my bedroom and I'm like, I have to make sure and have a tank top on or something because I'm like, look, it's my house, but the window to the neighbors is right there, like, and so I'm like, oh my gosh, why I gotta make sure and cover up in my own house? But they have their windows, all their blinds all the way open. Mm-hmm.
yeah, so
Mm.
I be thinking because it sits up a little bit that they can't see. So I'm short. I'm like 5'4". So when I'm outside in the back, I'll be like, well, no, nobody really can't see, But from where I'm sitting at right now, I can see like if they have their porch light on, I can see. So I don't know. I'm just in denial.
I've been guilty of the whole like run to the car real quick and run back in the house with no bra, my bonnet on. And why the whole neighborhood be outside? I'm like, why are all y'all out here? Like, go
Now,
on.
that's what happened to me with this is before I was nude in my family room. The neighbor next door, he like you know how you out there with your little sundress on or whatever, and I was letting the dogs out. So little stuff was slanging, no bra on or whatever. So I'm like, sure, you was looking at my nipples. So he was like, yeah, da da da. I'm like, go away, you're trying to get this nakedness up under here because the dress was see through too. So I was like, boy, if you don't stop talking to me.
This man didn't never want to have a conversation before with you ever in his life.
Right.
It was like he just kept talking. I was like, what are we doing here? Like, if y'all heard me on other shows, he's the one who wouldn't shovel his snow and wouldn't take out the trash. So boy, bye. Ooh.
So I want to go back. I got to go back to Kimberly.
Hilarious.
Her and Bay were doing the nasty, and she got thirsty, and she said her dumb tail went into the kitchen and the roommate and came home, and she's out there behind the door in the refrigerator, behind the refrigerator door. Whew, all right, Kimberly.
How long did you stay there though?
Right.
Did the roommate know? Like, she didn't think it was weird that the door was just open?
No, you have to tell the truth. You have to be like, listen, go away, go back out, go, go, go. That's one of those. You have to just be honest. Like, I'm naked. Sorry. Because they would have still been trying to figure out, like, like, what you mean? So you're like, listen, I'm sorry. I'm naked. Sorry. So this was a funny. I didn't think we were going to have that much to talk about, but yes.
What's the third one?
1 moment. The third question, if you could do a risky activity once with no risk, what would you choose? We're thinking hard.
I would say something like bungee jumping or like jumping out of plane or zip lining, like in some exotic place or something. I would do that though. I would do that if I was on a vacation. I would do the zip lining regardless. But probably like, yeah, jumping out of plane.
Right. I skydiving is the first thing that came to my mind. I've always wanted to do skydiving. I'm actually, the reason I'm thinking is because I want to do something even more risky. So
ooh, high vibe. She said rob a bank. I didn't even think about a crime.
See, I thought y'all was gonna be a little risky, so I'm like, going, I don't know, like I don't think.
So we could kill somebody.
No, please don't. It says without the risk. If you could do one thing without the risk, what would you do? Like if there was no risk. A lot of stuff. One of my exes said that he said if people would get away with stuff, it's a lot of things that people would do if there was no law and you didn't think God was gonna come down and snatch you up. It's a lot of things that people would do. So I see y'all keeping it clean. Y'all say bungee jumping. So Kia Simone gonna keep it clean today too, right now.
No, do what you're gonna do. I was thinking adventure. I was thinking like an adventure. I was thinking about breaking a leg or dying or something. I wasn't thinking about that. But
I don't have a boo, so I can't do this. Did you remember the other episode where I said that, you know, in the field, Jason's lyric or whatever, and you didn't have to worry about nobody seeing you. You'd be like, okay, you know, you don't know if the cop's going to give you a ticket. You don't know what's going to happen. So when I get me a boo, maybe, you know, I like wild stuff like that. So
now you're talking.
But you be so scared.
She think about that chair, Crystal. That's what she think about.
Yeah.
So I got some ideas. So when the was not what the was, oh Jesus Lord, when I get the new husband, yeah.
Oh, what about them student loan debts? You can like hack into the student loan debt thing, erase. Ooh.
Yeah, why haven't anyone hacked those yet?
Yes, Jada.
See, another round is with me. That's my solution. I'll tell you, like, how many times have you wanted to do something, but you were scared of cops? Like, in my 20s, like, me and one of my exes, we used to be in the car all the time. Like, hey, we was young. But now it's like, how do you explain when the cops come with the flashlight, like, why are you doing such and such? Why are you at the hotel pool, like, outside? You know, just crazy stuff. So, don't judge me. Don't judge me.
Not judging at all.
I know y'all not. That's just my favorite thing.
I'm not judging. I've been there before, so
at all. Like, now
that is so embarrassing. How do you ask for bail money? Even Misha, you're a little, you know, you're not young. We know when we tease you for being the youngest, but how do you explain? Like, who's gonna bail you out, Misha, if you went to jail for?
My cousin. I would call my cousin and be like, "Come pick me up."
Like, say, why in the car? Why?
I called one of my brothers, come pick me up. But you said no risk. So look, I need that money.
Yeah, you
maybe
did.
I could rig a lottery ticket. Maybe with no risk, I could rig a lottery ticket.
Okay. You gonna be scamming? Okay, Crystal.
Yeah, that's
So, ladies, we just want to welcome you guys to the Ladies Lounge, where we have a good old time in a judgment-free zone. Okay, so welcome to the VIP section. You know, like I said, I always say don't judge me, but I really don't be serious. I just be joking because we are in a non-judgment zone. Okay, so feel free to get that VIP section jumping, and we're gonna talk about age. Age ain't nothing but a number. So this is going to be a juicy one, because I was sitting there like, I think I'm not going to have a boo because my little window is kind of small. Maybe the ladies can convince me, or y'all can convince me in the VIP section. So Misha, I'm going to pick on you. What's the youngest that you're willing to date?
I'm not willing to date anyone younger than me. The youngest I went was 3 years younger than me. And I said, hell no, not again. It was
okay. So Misha, you're not sharing your age, so they're not confused. When we try to calculate his age.
She's in her late 20s.
Okay, you're in your late 20s. You're in your late 20s. Yes. So he was about maybe 25-ish. Okay, just guess.
Younger than I wasn't 27 when I dated him, but he was. I don't even know how old I was, but he was 3 years younger than me. First of all, physically, I don't like that jackrabbit stuff. I don't like that. You're not gonna slow it down. Take your time. We ain't in no rush. We ain't got nowhere to go. I don't like the jackrabbit stuff. Okay, so physically, it was like a no. And young men, they don't know the feminine body. Older men, they know where that C word is, and they know, okay? Younger men don't, they're just thinking about themselves. So that I didn't like. I felt like I always had to school him. Like, I felt like I always had to be the one, like, for example, he was working, he got, I don't know, recognized or noticed by some modeling agent. And the lady's like, oh, I'll do a photo shoot for you for free. He's like, isn't that nice? You to do it for free. I'm like, she's not doing it for free. she's doing it in hopes that you will get noticed. And when you get signed to someone bigger, she gonna ask for 20-30%. She's not doing it for free. And he didn't get it. He's like, whoa, you're so negative. I was feeling good and I had a moment and you just bringing me down. I'm like, no, I'm being honest. Like, I felt like I was always the one, like, no, that's not what it is. So I didn't like that aspect either. So I know there's younger men that are more mature, but me being in my late 20s, it's a no for right now.
Y'all waiting for me? So that is actually a very good question. While she was thinking about it, I said that I would go 35, but no, they're not in the same, like me. She was talking about the
I think
mental health
that's a
space
good
of things.
age.
So I would probably do. I would do 38 to 40. 38 to 40. That would be that's my youngest. But I don't want a 50-year-old man. I don't want, or no, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't want, yeah, 52 to 55. That's too, yeah. 55 is too old for me.
So I'm
I,
in denial.
yeah,
So
and stay there. I think we should stay
no,
there.
seriously. So when you get older, you have to realize that I'm an older woman now. So I be like in denial, and I ain't gonna even lie. Now I wouldn't go there, but it was like a post, and this little boy was somebody's child because he was being funny. It was a lady in the TikTok, and she was like, "Hey, I used to be your play auntie," and he was like, "Yeah, you can get this." And I ain't gonna, some of them young boys out there, like, but I wouldn't date. So I think in my realistic world, I would like 45, not 30. I'm sorry. Ooh, see, I told y'all I'm in denial. So I would say 45 to 50. Because I've always dated guys that were like pretty much 2 years older than me. But he got to be a cool 50. See, I'm with kind of like Jada. I don't want nobody with like you always want your back hurt, your knees hurt. Because I've had guys that you be like, can you lift this box up, baby? My back hurt. You be like, all I asked you was to move the box. So we can't go any farther because I am looking for a husband, but that man can't be. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just like one of them things where you just looking at all his health issues when he's telling you his knees hurt, he can't get up off the floor when he picks something up. So yeah, my knees ain't like they used to be, but I'm in denial. So I think 45, 50 is a good range for me. I might be willing to go maybe 42-ish, but not too young. But if the right one might catch me at 40.
So I've been approached by a younger man, and this guy, and I was like, I was kind of feeling myself after this because I actually was in Target, like we were just talking about Target. I was in Target, and this 25-year-old kid, and he was like steady walking towards me. I said, "Oh, I know something's coming," and he said, "So, hi, how are you doing? Do you date younger men?" And he went straight for it. I said, "No, sweetie." Like he was every bit 25. He was, and I said, "Oh gosh,
So
I'm not trying to be your tutor. I'm not trying to. I can't burp you and put you to bed. I'm sorry, I can't do it."
So wealth and health. I'm not talking about nobody's child. I ain't talking about no 18-year-old. So I can't even be in the tweens. I'm talking about those men that be on them IGs. They be like 26, but they be like age. Sad. You be like,
yes,
26, 28. This is not what I was scrolling looking at. I was looking at Bible scriptures now. I'm like, Satan, get behind me. Get behind me, Satan. Because I'm sitting there like, it's like replay again. I'm like, sorry, Lord, forgive me. But do you, like I said, when I don't know. Like I said, it's okay to look. Like I said, what Misha said, it might be that I've never like experienced like a young, and I know Denise, our last guest last week, she was like, go get you a young one about 10 years younger. So I think like, hey, each his own. But I'm with Misha with the maturity level. So I met a guy. He said he was 28. My little brother is older than him. my youngest brother. That was my mama's oops baby, because you know he was. I love him, but I say, she didn't have you. God sent from heaven. All her, we was like all big grown almost, and then she had a new baby. Like, you her love child. We don't claim it, but he's the younger one. And when the guy was like, yeah, I'm mature for my age, and whatever. So I was like, what's your IG? As soon as I looked at that boy's IG, I was like, delete, 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 delete. Because he was doing too much. And I was like, okay, what I'm saying? We have mature, successful lives. Nobody got time to be caught up in your mess. He was doing too much.
Right. Mm-mm. And so have y'all found that the older men have a different type of mentality? Some older men, they just want to hit it too, though. They've already had their kids or whatever, and they just look at us like they just want to hit. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it was the one that y'all when we did the panel for where my girls at, and y'all got on me on the after show about but it was an older guy, and I'll tell you guys the quick story about that one. I have a little So the older guy was older than me. So he's been begging. Like, first of all, it was a red flag when he asked my friend to go out with me. So I finally, bored. Like, okay, maybe I'm being too, hard, on these guys. So he begged. He showed up with a t-shirt and gym shoes on. So I'm like, dude, you're like over 50, not late 50, but early 50s. And didn't anyone teach you not to show up with, gym shoes and t-shirt? They were like, well, maybe he was. No, if you beg to go out with me and I put my good wig on, and Misha, she the makeup artist. So when you gotta, do all them different little steps and all this, and I come with it, I don't have time. But he did. His turnoff was when Misha said they be wanting sex too. So I think he was like, oh, I finally get to touch Kia Simone. So he was late. And when he showed up late, he interrupted me and the waitress talking about it was brunch, and he was interrupting us. He was like, can I get a hug? Are you trying to get a hug? We don't need to be all close and no. And then when I ignored him and told him I was talking to the waitress, the same older guy waited till he, sat down. And again, I'm short, I'm 5'4", and I'm in the high, the high chair. And he says, can I get that hug? He kept pressing me about this hug. And I was like, you know what? I see where we going. So he was like, I don't know. And then after I didn't talk to him for a while, he didn't get the clue. He texted me one day and said, do you think about me?
If you weren't trying to hug him, then no, I have not been thinking about you. Like, what? See?
With another world that some older guys don't mature. So, you thinking like, okay, let me just, see what's, going on. What's really, because I don't know why people think I need a boo. I was like, when I get it, I get it. But, my friend, they're like, you too hard, this and that, whatever. So I was like, let me just test these waters and see. Big turn off. And he reminds me, I never been to his house. We never really kicked it. But he just give me that vibe that he lives in an apartment building. Remember, you guys are from Detroit. I just feel like he lived in the same building that Martin lived in on the show. I do. I just got
We're
that
brother man on the fifth floor.
Listen, I told my good friend, I said, girl, I don't know why I keep getting this vibe, and I can't get this picture on my head that he lives in that apartment building. Maybe because he told me he lived off Jefferson, and maybe, I don't know, Misha.
Remember, Crystal, we talked about them green shower curtains?
Yes. I got to pull these shower curtains off.
And I think it was because he said he lived on Jefferson. So anyone from Detroit know that we remember that Martin, lived in that apartment building off of Jefferson, which is a real apartment. So in my mind, I was just like, I bet you he lived in that apartment. I bet you, but I'll never find out. But yeah. So that.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Crystal. So the oldest I dated was about 14 years older than me. And It felt like it was fun in the beginning, but again, I felt like I was kind of preyed on because I was that much younger, and I felt like it was kind of like, you're young, let's do it all the time, and let's be adventurous, let's go places, and let's, like, he was using me as his like adventure card type of thing. And so I agree, older doesn't always mean mature, but I think he used like my age against me to control me and persuade me in certain areas and different things. So yeah, I agree with Crystal. Older doesn't always mean mature. Some of them be old and dogs too. So
Remember this guy in my younger years, my prime, okay? So he
mhm.
was 10 years older than me. So he was like, a local DJ, kind of popping or whatever. So he was, we were kicking it or whatever, but he was just like, you too young for me. And everything was always like by my age. You're like, okay, why is everything about my age? You do the same things that I do because you're living the party life or whatever. But when I do it, it's a problem. But it was always, well, you're not mature enough and you're not this, you're not, and I was just like, okay, you young. You're like, no, I'm ready for a relationship. I'm glad he did play me to the left, because what if we would have got married? And I'd be looking at his Facebook and IG now and be like, I see you liking my pictures, boo.
So, and every time we have these shows, I feel like I'd be divulging something. So yes, when I was 26, I dated a guy that was 42. I think he was 42 or 44, and he was what they would consider today an F boy. I didn't realize that because I thought I was like falling for him or whatever, and he was absolutely. He had me. Come to find out, he had somebody else, and he was basically a freak. He was out, and this was in it when I was living in LA. He was out there. He was doing. When I found out a lot of stuff, yeah, he was not. He'd had one son, so he wasn't. Yeah, it was. Yeah, he was an F boy. He was definitely an F boy. That's why I asked that question. Um,
But
he
let
was
me
doing all the things that he meant to do when he was in his 20s.
So what did we call it back then?
That's what I'm just trying. That's why I'm keep pausing because I'm trying to think. What did we call it then?
Jada, tell us, what did we call it back then? I can't remember because that's just show we getting too old. So let me tell y'all another one that's kind of funny, that's annoying. I know it's not annoying, but it's like kind of shady. So again, you remember when I said my mama's oops baby? I'm gonna stop calling him oops baby because he was her gift. So when you have friends that I have good friends that are my age, and it wasn't him, it was the other brother. So when your friends, you find out later on that your friend hooked up with your family member that's younger, I'd be like, girl, what? So I have like a cousin that my friend, I should have known that she was gonna hit that, because when he was like young, like in my backyard playing basketball with his shirt off, and she like, little boy, this and that, whatever. So they was like little flirts. So after like years had passed, he was like, yeah, I hit that. Why y'all would come back, she would like dip off over there. I'm like, she my age, you hit that? I can't. So I'm saying this story is because my little brother, the youngest one, had the nerve to ask me about my friend from high school. He was like, yeah, how's she doing? She's married with 2 kids. Why did you remember her from? I can't. So if you like, you can't date, you my age, you can't date my little brother or let him hit. No, that's nasty. You're muted, me, Crystal.
I want to go back up, and I think it's. I know it was Jada, and she was saying that when she hits 40, she's going to start dating younger men in their 20s, but she got to take a nap first to keep her stamina up. Do you find nowadays that we got to like revitalize ourselves and take a nap because we got to keep our stamina up?
And that's why I said I'm in denial because I'm starting to experience those knees and stuff. But I'm laughing at old man, old dudes be like, "Ugh, you coming over here talking about your back hurt?" And it's nothing sexual, but they'd always be talking about, I got this bad back. So I'd be like, dude, well, what you got going on? Your back always hurt, your knees always hurt. They try to help you do something around your house or something, whatever, and they just like. So again, I'm in denial. I literally bought the wedge lady for my knees because my knees be killing me. How so we digress? I can't share. So I'm laughing so hard because it's something we talked about behind the scenes, and it was just like crazy. And I made Misha pull it up online. But yeah, I have bad knees now. So yeah, I got the pillow off of Amazon. It's called a wedge. And that's where my legs be at at night because I can't. So I can't do it probably a 20-year-old because he'll be like, girl, you know what I'm saying? You married, like, he got to be, I guess, my age, 40 to 45 to 50.
Right. I was with I think it was 42 and 40. Yeah. 42 and a 43-year-old guy, and I'm tired. No, my knees hurt. I got bad knees. Oh my gosh.
So I can't tell you guys. I'm sure you guys trying to figure out what we're talking about. If you want to know what we're laughing about so hard, you can DM me and I'll send you the picture.
I think nowadays, when you're looking at age, sometimes we do have to look at the mentality of these guys. Because sometimes a younger guy can, he can be on his game and he can really want, somebody that's 10. Do you guys think that the men are dating 10 years older?
So I wouldn't want to do that to a man because I have male friends that are younger than me, that older than me, but I don't have children. And I told y'all I can't stay up. I be sleepy. I be falling asleep like in the middle of the day. You could call me at lunch and I'm like literally taking a nap, like and set the clock on my phone. Like, okay, I got to get back up at 1. So why you laughing, Misha? When you get here, you'll understand.
I'm reading this comment. Do you see this comment?
We're laughing at Jada.
See?
Yes, Jada.
A tour.
That's too long. I can't be down for 2 months.
You scare me. I already don't like getting on top. Now you're scared. I don't want.
That's what I'm trying to say. So why I'm laughing at the old men? We can't have two, old knees. But what I'm saying, Crystal, is let's take out like the sex part. Okay, so now you're dating an older person, Crystal. Now I don't know if I know how I feel. Now I don't know if you're trying to pop out babies at this age. You know what I'm saying? So that's because again, you got to make breakfast, lunch. You got to get up in the middle of the night. Now you got a dog, and I'm sure that dog sometimes you be like, "Can you just go out by yourself?" So a baby is different. So at our age, it's a little different. So when I think of age, I wouldn't want to take that away from him, or feel like that, he may now say it's important in the beginning. I'm like, okay, I'm really vibing with you. But at the end, I don't want to take that from you because I've lived my life. I've been married. I've dated plenty. So I don't want to just, be like, well, this is where my life is now. And
I agree with that.
So that's where I'm kind of with that. That's why I wouldn't do too young for a committed relationship that leads to marriage.
I agree with that. I was talking to somebody the other day, and I have this really good conversations with a friend of mine, and he's 34, and I was like, he wants like kids and like all of these things, and they're like, well, what about? I said, no, he's a very attractive guy, but he is in a different space than I am. Yeah, so we have to also be thinking about that as well.
Now I'm gonna tell Wealth and who's that being nice in the comments and
Chris. Yes, Wealth and Health. Thank you, Wealth and Health.
We make beautiful kids. Now it was this guy. He fine. He was like, we'll make some pretty babies. I was like, baby, not over here. Like,
okay, so next subject. I really want to ask y'all. So the game that the game that an old man would spit at you, like, are these? Because I've had the same thing. They will say, Risha's already cringing. I want to hear it because to me, I've had that same thing. A guy saying, "Oh, we would make some pretty babies. Oh, look at you. Look at them eyes and them lips. Look, you would make some pretty babies."
Listen, them old men be aggressive and straightforward. Some of them spit them old lines like, your legs must be tired because you've been running through my mind. Some of them do like those old lines like that. I had this one dude. He had to be like a 50-year-old like white dude. And he just walks up to me. He's like, "Hi, you're really attractive." And I was like, "Oh, thank you. Yeah, like you're really beautiful." And he just starts this conversation. I'm just feeling weirded out because I'm like, who is this man? And he was very much older than me. And then he does this whole, yeah, well, I'll see you around or I'll see you later. I'm like, you ain't gonna see me nowhere. I trust. I'm not gonna be nowhere near you. So it's creepy to me because when you see an older dude, I don't know, I'm reminded of like uncles, family members, or like you don't think this man is going to try to pick up on me or any of that. So it just throws you and then you're just like, huh? But yeah.
So y'all know I always had the craziest stories. So at my current house. So again, like I said, I'm beyond the whole, sex thing or whatever, because y'all in the VIP section, I'm single. I don't, I not by choice. I just don't get none. So I just absolutely it just happened. So the old guy across the street, okay? Now, dude was like old, like he get a check, like 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 he worked at one of the big threes or whatever, and he just, got a check. So one night I'm in my room and I hear like the mail slot on my door, like, and I know it's not that windy out. So I was like, what is that noise? So when I look out the window, the old man had his trench coat on. Like, I remember the old school trench coats, the black long one. So he done dug his, they don't even make those no more, I don't think. He had the long black leather trench coat on. And he was so old that he couldn't even get across the street fast enough. So, so when he finally, like, I'm like, what is that? So I'm mad because I'm like, that's how you get shot or get killed, because I'm a lady in here by myself. Why would you come over here and be on my porch? So I'm giving him the benefit again. I'm not thinking he's flirting. I'm like, okay, maybe he brought a piece of mail. So everybody say that would be that I'll be the one in a horror movie that get killed because I'm always doing stuff that I shouldn't be doing. So I opened the front door to see what he was doing. So I was like, okay, what? Okay, so I don't see any mail, anything. So I looked a little closer. He had tore off a piece of paper and it was like a little, like by this size. And he wrote his number on there, and you could tell he must have had Parkinson because it was like, call me. So when I tell you he was old, like 80, like 70, 80. Not when I say y'all, some people like, 60. No, he was old. So I'm in my room mad because I was like, how dare you come over here in the middle of the night? Like, what was you doing in your car? Like, just watching my house? I was like just mad. So I get to work next day. I was like, we had to go in the office. So I used the office phone. Hello, why are you on my porch leaving stuff? So I just automatically went in. He like, huh, who? So, that's when Eastside Kid came out. I said, so you just running around, just putting your phone number in anybody's door? Why would you do that? Because I'm mad because you could have got hurt. So he's like, huh? Well, I just wanted to get to know you. So don't judge me. So sometimes I do how the husband does my dirty work at that point, because I'm like, he better not come on this side of the street no more. When he back out his driveway, he better not even look. So he might hit a car. Don't look over here. So I made the husband go over there and say, don't come over there no more. So he was like, he called me at work, was like, Kia, that man is so old. I was scared to say anything. I thought he was going to drop dead. True story. I was like, so now he will not look over here. He be driving, he be like putting in the driveway like, don't come over here. What was we gonna do? What was we gonna do, Misha? It took him forever to get back across the street.
Maybe he want you to rub some Bengay on him, make him feel better. You know.
I'm with Jada. Old men give you worms. I don't know about it, but dude, what was you gonna do with me?
He wanted to get to know you.
Like how, Crystal?
He's
Personally, like Misha said, he needs a nurse to rub the
I can't do
Bengay
that.
on him.
I can't do, like I said, I might slip in maybe, like I said, a good fit 50. Now I've seen some, fit 50s on the internet, like that 51-ish, 52-ish that be fit. But he wasn't that. It took him literally forever to get back across the street. But my friend goes to me, girl, you could have got that check. What was I gonna have to do for that check?
A whole lot of little bits.
That check was okay, Crystal. Now tell the truth, ladies in the VIP section. Would you date an old man? Because you remember those old guys like what's her
Anna Nicole Smith?
Yeah.
That she was dating that 90-year-old man. And I just kept looking, I was like, this man is the Crypt Keeper. This man is from the movie Poltergeist. You ever seen the movie Poltergeist? I said, oh my God, he got both feet in the grave. Just walking around the neighborhood. And this girl, she was what, 26? I was like, oh Lord. Would you date it? Okay. I'm trying to be respectful. I'm trying to be respectful. Would you guys date an older man? That's okay. So Misha, she's in her late 20s. Would you date a 50-year-old guy?
I would get to know him and see what he's offering.
So I'm gonna put it up there. So would you date a 70-year-old guy?
No. No. You know what? I take it back. Because I forgot my daddy's in his 50s, so that's weird. I wasn't thinking about. I started thinking about family interactions. So that would be weird to like. I don't want that. Where like you like my partner and my dad are sitting there like, remember when blah 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 happened back in the 80s? I don't want that. I don't want that. So that might be. I'm going to say 40. I think 40 is the cutoff for me right now.
I'll give you that. So, because okay, Kia, I know what I'm about to say. Go ahead, Kia.
Go ahead and say what you're about to say. Because listen. Okay, so you guys know I'm silly. So I do have a serious side. But when I'm ready to cut loose, I want you to be able to understand me and relate to me. So I don't want you to be somebody's granddaddy and just be like, she's so. Or just think about it. Our shows are probably not going to even be the same. Our books are not going to probably be the same. So I just, what are we supposed to do?
Okay, so going back to the Anna Nicole Smith thing, and she was saying how she was absolutely in love with this man, and she was like, oh no, she was deeply in love with him. And I thought, what do y'all talk about? Like, how could you legitimately say that you were in love with this man? And
I'll say this. Some old men have young like spirits. Like the dude I dated that was 14 years older, he was very adventurous. He was very fun. Like I had a lot of fun with him. So I get how you can maybe bond off of that. But like I said before, there's other things that if you're not wise enough, if your discernment's not on, they will get over on you. So I think you can connect with someone that's older, depending, because these older men, like it depends, older or young. You have young men with old souls. You have older men with young spirits. So I can see not necessarily her. I don't think she was so much in awe of his personality, but I can see how you can connect with a man that's older than you.
And if you've been raised, haven't been raised with, if you gone through some things in your childhood or whatever, and you need somebody to truly take care of you and truly want the best for you, want to take care of you, and I think that that's what it is. So when I do, and we were just talking, I was like, I can't, as far as
but I think
dating average, sure, but
we're a young, like, vibrant, like,
yeah.
40-ish. But see, at a certain age, it goes downhill. So I can see what Misha stands because she's younger. So in my 20s, yeah, like I said, the guy that I told you that I had, like, I would have was crushing big over him. You know what I'm saying? But he was older. Now I'm like, oh, the old man. But once you get a certain age, I think it goes downhill. So like I said, that's when it comes like creepy, like even for us, like you granddaddy now, you somebody, whatever. Just like, I be laughing. If you got to steal that box spade or whatever, I don't want nothing attractive about that because you remind me of my stepdaddy with the Temptations. If you got the Temptations going on, it was a guy at my job. And he was like, had the Temptation look. And he'd be like, you want to go out to eat? We can't go nowhere, not even as friends, because I already see that you still got to hold on to the Temptations.
So wealth and health, you're right. And just like I think it was High Vibes that said earlier, how much money does he make or how much money, is he wealthy? Immediately people are going to say that. If I'm walking around with a 70 or 80-year-old man, they're going to be like, oh, well, she's just with him or if Misha was walking around with a 70-year-old man, she's just with him for the money. That's immediately what people are going to think. And honestly, like you said, we can't really care what other people think, but like if he absolutely looks like he's got both feet in the grave, y'all, um, how far are we really taking this? Are we like having our real man on the side?
First of all, I don't really play them games. Listen, I get confused. Like I said, I'm gonna have me one boo. We gonna be dating with a purpose. Okay, you like, what's your goal in life? Because we not about to play that. So again, I think for me, maybe God's trying to prove something or show me something. Because again, I didn't choose to not get it in like I used to like to get it in. But I'm sitting over here chilling, so I don't think sex is like really that important at this point. So I just, like I said, we want somebody just compatible to my personality. So like I said, if he is older, but again, I can't get with that Temptation hairdo. So if he got that going on, just shave it off. And I don't like that too about old men. I don't like older guys that when they start losing their hair and they try to hold on, boo, cut it off. Don't be over there looking like George Jefferson. And I hate when it's like a 40-year-old man that won't let go. Like, just go ahead and do the bar. I don't care what your hair look like. Was with this and going back here, I can't. And now y'all spray painting, and then he gonna be getting the spray paint on your pillows. I don't know.
So you know what the funny thing is though, even guys in our own age range, like I said, I was with a 42-year-old guy, and he was lazy and didn't want to lay on the couch all day. So it really don't matter. Like you really does depend on the personality. There are some men that are like you said, older, but they are sprightly, but them be the freaks. I'm telling you, y'all. The ones that are looking at it, the ones that are like 10 years older than us, them be the freaks. They just
So
want to
she
roll
was
around a
getting
bit.
into something she didn't have no business. She
Yeah.
froze up. Crystal, you must have been giving the real tea because you froze up.
Oh, I froze. I'm sorry. I was saying that those are the ones that'll be the freaks. The ones that are 10 years older than us, them be the freaks. They the ones that want they don't want longevity. They don't want, the women that want just the one thing. That's what I've noticed.
Well, my thing is, oh, geezer. So I think Jada said this earlier. Nobody wants to be with you when you lived your best life, and now you want to circle back around. So I know guys that like, they live their best 20s, their best 30s, their best 40s, and sometimes their 50s. And then at 60, they want to be like, hey, let's settle down. I know even guys my age, you be like, boy, bye. Nobody want, now because nobody else wants you. When the young girl don't want you, young, dumb, and full of, if she don't want you, that means you have not grown. So again, I think it's just the man in his environment. Because like you said, we can get a bum. I know guys that's late 40s, early 50s. They still don't have they still building. I don't know what they building. They building Legos. I don't stay around the axe. But they're still building.
Let's go. Okay, so some of these older men they are really full of themselves. Or I don't want to say even the older men. So y'all know we watch Mav. Some of I know she's on some of the shows where she hasn't seen the whole season. But there are the guys on here. They really think that they don't want to that what the women that they have are settling. And we got Johnny, the Asian guy, and he is balding. his hairline, he is going to have a George Jefferson soon, but he is so full of himself. So at what age range do the guys do they start to really want to settle down and really want to, find somebody like he has said that wants to start? He's already started building. We
But
got
guys,
we
I
got
know in my
we
family
got
and stuff,
say it again, Kia.
guys and stuff that's in my family. I'm sorry, you breaking up, so I wasn't trying to interrupt you. Your internet was going in, and I didn't
Oh,
hear you.
okay.
So I apologize to Crystal. So the guys in my family, I would say late 40s when they decided they want to be the husband, the devoted family member. Because again, like now you just sit here, or you realize that you don't play it all you can play, and nobody really ain't checking for you.
So, and we got Mr. Gill, who is 35 and just now got a fireman job. So I'm just like, why? And I don't know. I still am questioning why didn't you get this job 10 years ago? So, why didn't they? Like you were just talking about building. Now I'm stuttering. You were just talking about why they still building at age 50. So, at what point are these guys like starting to like take this seriously and want to build?
So, like I said, that's because we have to weed them out. So, like I said, you can have a
Yeah.
20-year-old that doesn't have their stuff together. You can have an older guy that just been, like I said, building Legos for the last,
That's like,
So many years. Yes, yes, they still building Legos.
So you just have to be conscious of what you want, and like they say, I'm gonna put the Bible in this, write it down, make it clear. So I be writing my stuff down when I listen. I don't pray, like I don't like to cook.
yeah.
We was joking earlier about the things I don't like to do. So I'm not gonna come in strong and be like I'm doing all these things if I know I can't keep it up. So I say that to say we have to be clear on what we expect or what we want from our man. So when you see the guy with the shirt, it wasn't about the shirt. If you guys missed and you're just dropping in, when he showed up with a t-shirt and the gym shoes, to me it was like you're not putting any effort.
Right.
You begged for this, so I don't see this moving forward because
right.
you not putting in effort. I need effort. The same effort I give you, give me that same effort back.
So do y'all feel? And I'm kind of directing this towards Misha. Some of these younger guys that they're all about the flash. They're all about the. I remember the guy. He had a Louis. No. It was a Mercedes belt, and he did not have a car. He wasn't driving. He had his Mercedes belt. Like they're all about the flash. They're all about like.
Yes.
Go ahead. That's what I feel like. I feel like so.
That's why I can't date younger men or men that are even my age, because I feel like me being in my late 20s, it's like this clout culture. Everybody wants to be seen. They like people really date people based off, can I post them on Instagram? Like would we like would we like would we look good together on Instagram? Like that's what the type of stuff we have. Or you just have a lot of these men that are like sucked into these dating apps, so they don't have like the right mind frame where it's just like if I don't like one thing, I'm hopping back on the apps and I'm gonna get another girl in rotation. So I agree with the whole flashiness, and I'm not into name brands like that. Like I don't care. Like if I see a man with the fake Gucci belt, the fake Gucci shirt, the Gucci loafers, I'm just looking like, huh? But you don't have no furniture. Like I dated one dude.
Talk about it.
Gucci sunglasses, Gucci belt, no furniture, no real furniture. His space looks so, I was like, when did you move in here? You've been living here for a couple years. What do you mean? Why you don't have no TV stand? Why is the TV sitting on the floor? Like, why is your car, like, why you gotta start it over and over and over? Why you gotta turn the key that many times for it to start?
So
But
wait,
you got a Gucci belt and Gucci. It was just, no. It's a no for me.
Did you have the click clack furniture? The click clack furniture that you got to click 2 times to get it, like it was a day bed, and then you got to click
There
it and
was
make it come?
futons. I'm telling my business, but there was futons. There was air mattresses. There was like, I think the only furniture he had was like a kitchen table with like chairs. Other than that, it wasn't real furniture in there. And I was like, huh? But you steady buying. Let me stop. I'm telling on myself. I'm telling on people. But you you are a regular with the weed man, but you can't. Like, I'm just saying, no. It's a no for me. I'm not with it.
So I'm gonna help Misha out. I always have to throw it back on me. So the same guy that I was talking about earlier, I was 26 and he was 42, 44. He was around there. He was a
Mhm.
regular with the weed man, and he was, yeah, had a roommate, and he was still just he would be an F boy today. So that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, age ain't nothing but a number. It don't matter. Like where, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So honestly, Misha, I'm gonna just, but I think, like I said, that's why I say you have to like know what you're looking for when you go out here in these streets, and
Mhm.
those red flags. Let me get me a red flag. So next time we understand
Right.
the same way, but you have to just be aware of what you want and what you don't want, and because
Exactly.
even I know 40-year-old guys that brag about, well, I just got back from Greece, and I was over there for 30 days. You wasn't in Greece for 30 days. You was down the street, but it happens in our world too. So you have older guys that brag about how much they have, and their finances, or I took care of my ex-wife. So they, she didn't have to ask for anything. And then you hear, if you had a conversation with her, you would probably hear differently. But yeah, it happens to us too, Misha. So I think that's just who that person is. But I'm gonna stick behind, like, all jokes aside, a serious side of kid. I think the reason why I said 35, I'm not 35, 45 to 50. 45 to 50 is because I've lived.
Mm. I
So
heard 35.
I just feel like 45 to 50. I'm not stopping him from doing anything. I'm not stopping him from living his best life. Because again, I'm at this point where I'm lazy. I don't even want to go to work and work too hard. I just be like, listen, I just want easy breezy. The rest of Jada said in her comment earlier up the chat. Listen, we want the rest of our life to be good. So I want the rest of my life to be good. I don't have time. So that's where I'm at.
We going back to Jada's comment, but I wanted to put some more of these chats up. But Misha, what did you call it? You just called it the, like, not these social media, like they had, do we look good
Cloud
together?
chasers.
Clout chasers, yes, these clout chasers. And these older men do it the same thing. That's why they're dating a lot of these young women. How is she gonna look on my arm? And there are these guys. Can we discuss the old men who act like they're young, like wearing skinny jeans with fupa,
Mhm.
tight shirts, but got man boobs, man tits, looking like Jermaine Jackson's hair out there,
Not
wearing
the Sharpie
jerseys.
hairline.
But
The,
Jermaine got that,
with the
remember that I told you the daddy, like, remember I told you my stepdaddy, he got that, the
Yeah,
tip
he
top,
got the Beijing. He got the Beijing, and
the
he got the
flat,
flat top.
yes, the
That's
flat
his look.
top.
That's his signature look. If he cut that, we would not know it was Jermaine. But these
You mean if he washed it off? Is that what you mean?
if he
We
were to
don't know.
cut the flat top, if he were to cut it and just be just like, yeah.
That is Sharpie. All he got Sharpie
Oh,
all
he's got
on
the,
the
yes, he does
side
have
of
the
his
Beijing.
face.
He got the Beijing, but then he's got the piece up
He
here.
got the pastor to white. He got the
But see,
He's got his Beijing.
I'm
Miss
with
Patrick
Jada, like I
White.
said, but I think it runs on both sides. Cause at the end, I'm the fly auntie, okay? When I come, I'm the fly auntie. They be like, "Where you going, auntie?" I'll be like, "I'm in there," but I know it's still age appropriate. So I'm with Jada. I don't want the old man that got the tight skinny jeans
mhm.
on and your
I
stomach hanging
agree.
over and your titties bigger than mine. I can't.
Okay, you just took me to I'm not gonna say it, never mind.
Go ahead, say it.
So y'all, I am a big girl, but I do not like big men. I don't like dating. I'm not like really attracted to bigger men. Call me a kettle if you want to. I don't care. But
So you
I,
talking my talk. Me neither. Because we broke the bed. I was like, when I got up to like 200, and I'm only 5'4", and he got his happy, so he wasn't even having relations. The whole bed was like, burp. I was like, what?
tell me why the first time we did it, mind you, he was big and then he lost weight. So he had like saggy skin or whatnot. So so he already had titties and the titties kind of dropped. So then we was doing the do. Tell me why all I could see was the titties flapping on top of me. And I was just laying there like, and then the sweat, this then I'm like, my eyes are open. I'm like, there's sweat dropping on me. And I was like, no, 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 no. I'm like, okay, I'm done. Yeah. He's like, oh, baby, did you? I was like, yeah. Just get off me. So since that moment, I tried to get over my preference, but it was just a no. A no. It was a no.
I'm so glad I was muted because you just took me out. Okay, I just knew that they hurt me. I'm glad, Misha. You got me beat this episode. You say, listen, everybody in the VIP section, if Misha just took you out, just put a number 1 in the comments. Just blow the comments up with number 1. That's all. Number 1. I literally was glad I was on mute because Misha just took us out.
But I tried, and it was a hard no, because I just the visual, I can't do it. They was just flapping, and I was just yeah, no.
Back? We trying to get a straight face, Misha.
But it was the sweat for me because my eyes was burning. Sweat dropped in my eye,
So
and the sweat was on my face, and I was like, I'm not used to this. No.
See, but my situation goes back to that thing where I said, like, the knee thing. We talked about this offline, and I was just like, it's too much. Especially if it's that solid fat. Like that solid, like you pregnant, like that thick. Whatever. You be like, I can't wear what I yeah.
I agree, and that's so funny, Misha. I just got a visual of him just smacking you in the face with the titties. I just started laughing so hard. So thank you for that.
Listen, I was scared for my life. I was like, how do I make this end? How do I make it stop?
Misha,
you ever get on a roller coaster and then you second guess getting on it? You're like, wait, is it too late? Can I get out? That was me.
Abort.
Wait. Take the thing up. Let me get out real quick. I changed my mind.
So what if he's a sweetheart? So what if you meet a sweet guy, Misha, and you don't mean to like him? He's a big guy. So we fall for, okay, guys, let's be honest. Most of the guys that I like really like fell for, it wasn't like intentional. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all talking, y'all kicking, y'all friends. So are you just like, okay, go home every night, like, no, it will not be him. No, it will not be him. If it's a big guy, you just like totally like it would never like be your the one for
Listen, I don't even know if I want to call him a high school sweetheart, but he was a big dude too. But mentally, I really liked him. Like, we really connected. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of stringed him along. ran him around the Ferris wheel because I didn't want to commit because I knew deep down I was not attracted to big men. So I did have that one person that I was like, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't, blah, blah, blah. But after I actually was with a big dude, I was like, yeah, no, never mind. No.
Okay, let me give you this scenario. It changes because I was with a guy that he was like fit when we got together. Like, he had the jailhouse body, was like, hey, hey. Then we got together and I guess he got comfortable and I don't know. And it got big. Everything was bigger. So,
That's true. Like, because there's marriage weight. So what if you marry someone that's got it going on, then they gain 50, 60, 70, say 100 pounds. What do you do? What do you do then?
Okay, so I can speak because I have a husband. Yeah, he gained the marriage weight. I don't know if it was marriage weight or he just was eating whatever because I don't cook. So he gained weight, but I gained weight too. But I knew that I didn't want to be thick. So I was just like, Weight Watchers, medical weight loss. Who sign me up? Somebody. So I knew that because I'm 5'4" that I didn't want to be big. But I guess he got comfortable with it. And like I said, but when I was 200 and he was big too, like probably 250. That bed wasn't holding us. Them planks up under there, them planks, they don't hold all that weight. That's like 500 something. That's a lot of weight. And we just watching TV.
So yeah, and honestly, and going back
I'll say this real quick, Crystal, but I do have a rule. If I gotta lift your belly up to find it, you too big for me. So that's my rule. That's my rule. But yeah, go ahead, Crystal.
So men know Dunlap's disease. If you know what Dunlap's disease is, that's when your stomach done lapped over your belt. That's not for me, Misha. No Dunlap's disease. That is hilarious.
But I feel like you have to be ready just in case her boo gain weight because we gain weight.
Okay, so do you have the conversation with him just like on Mavs? What's her name? Rachel. What's his name? Jose. As soon as they got married, he stopped going to the gym. He stopped going to the gym. Do you have the conversation with him? I feel like an older man, he ain't gonna take it. Like, and he gonna feel like he's insulted. Listen, we're married now. Let's go to the gym. Do you have a conversation with him? Did you have a conversation with your friend Misha?
No, because he lost a lot of weight. It was just he didn't lose it the right way. Like he was just running. He was like, I would get off work and I would just run. I'm like, you didn't lift not one weight. You couldn't buy one dumbbell so that was his issue with that. So he lost the weight. It was just that issue. But I think if it was that, if I did have that, first of all, I would make it a group thing. I would never like single my partner out, like you getting too big or so. I would never do that. I would be like, let's both start working out. Let's both start eating right. I would make it more of a couple thing, but I would do it more for the both of us. I wouldn't even do it like from the angle that is just you, because I would be like, we both could lose some weight, so let's both do it. But
so for me, when you love, you don't see. So I mean, I seen it, but it didn't matter. So again, that's because I said I was in that thing. Now, when he decided he didn't want to be together, I was like, well, thank you, Jesus. Like I don't like big dudes anyway. I didn't say that out loud, but I said this on TV, and I heard his people watching now. But it was just what like I would normally be attracted to like a big dude, but like I said, when you're in it, and when it's love, you can have that conversation like, oh, okay, well, for health reasons, you start getting high blood pressure, you got diabetes in your family, those things like that I'm concerned about. But as far as like, oh, well, if you don't lose weight, we gotta divorce. No, that wasn't like one of the things, because again, we're married.
Yeah, and I was with the larger guy, but he actually loved the gym. Like that, we're talking about chores. That he loved the gym, so he was a lot of muscle. He did have a stomach, but it wasn't like outlandish. It wasn't like, yeah, it wasn't something that I couldn't, yeah, contend with in the bedroom. You know what I mean? So it wasn't outlandish. So and he actually loved the gym. So it wasn't that bad. But I do understand what Misha's saying. Like that's a lot to deal with. And he would not pick up not one way. And that's something if we know our what we will and will not deal with, or our standards, we got to stick with that. He didn't pick up not one weight. So these younger guys, are they listening? Because like we watch these shows now, and I'm like, these guys don't listen. They don't want to do they really want to be with an older woman? Are these younger guys, are they listening? Are they
Well,
somebody
let's
you
just
want
keep
to
in mind, just
you
like,
want to Netflix and chill with? Would you Netflix and chill with a younger guy?
no. Because what Netflix and chill mean, that means it leads up to anything. First of all, I'm not Netflix and chill with nobody because old men are freaky too. So again, we not Netflix and
Right.
chill. You're not coming over my house. You don't need to know where I live. Point blank, period.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I agree with that.
I've now, I was definitely naive with the Netflix and chill. Like Key, we talked about that backstage about how we didn't know what Netflix and chill meant at first. We were just like, we just go Netflix and chill. So I definitely learned my lesson. I'm not Netflixing and chilling with nobody but my husband. Okay, so yeah, I've learned that lesson. So yeah, no, I'm not no. I don't even have Netflix. How about that? Like,
Jada's saying when my ex and I broke up, he got with his ex, and he went from 175 to 260. Then
wow.
they split, and he decided to look for me. He shed a lot of weight. He was 185, and he maintained it while dating. Man.
Yeah, that just goes to show like your environment does matter. Your partner does matter. So you got to choose wisely. Cuz it can be like it's that much of a difference from one partner to another partner. But yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's crazy.
And like
Yeah.
I said, it all depends because like I said, I'm the fast food queen. When I fast food, I haven't stepped up in my age, so I get fancy with it now. Because tonight, I ordered some, Alfredo and some shrimp and some, rolls and stuff. But I don't cook, so brother, man, be over here looking like. But I try to eat healthy choices. They do have healthy choices on the menu. So I guess it just depends on like I don't know who in the comments said earlier, just use a health thing. Like, I want you to be healthy, baby. I don't want, I want you here for a long time.
Mhm.
So, Misha said she don't like them thick and she,
I'm okay with thick. I don't like like I said before, if I gotta lift up your belly to find it, then no. But I don't mind thick. I don't mind I don't even know what the word is for it.
so like I said, I think it's Misha, like I said, okay, so you meet him. So y'all get married, Misha. So this is right, okay? So I don't think this is shrink. So I think you should still be good.
What you mean does it shrink? I heard it does shrink. That's what I heard. I heard because I even heard
Crystal
stories where
doesn't
men
shrink.
lose weight and it gets longer. So
We don't went left. VIP Lounge, help us out because I don't know.
I'm still on what Misha just said. When he loses weight, it gets longer. I actually,
that's what I've heard. I've heard that for multiple men. Like I've heard that.
Did you hear from the lady? Because guys lie. You know how guys like, will you get this? And you be like, oh.
No, I didn't hear it from the actual women, but
See, I went Jade. I think it'd be their imagination.
Right. Thank you, AW. How did we get here?
AW, I'm with you. How did we get here? We're on some other stuff we done talked about.
That's Deborah Cox, actually.
I'm gonna be visualized. I'm gonna be somewhere in the grocery store or something. You know, like, have you ever been somewhere and you think about something that your friends or somebody said, and then you just put it on
right. And you can't tell nobody because they're gonna look at you stupid if you try to explain it. They're not gonna get it. They're gonna be like, "Oh, okay."
If I see a big man in the grocery store, all I'm gonna see is
absolutely.
Listen. Every time I see a man with titties, I relive that scene or that moment. Like every time I see a big man, I just look at his titties and I'm like,
Misha might be having flashbacks like she got PTSD.
Like Misha looks traumatized. Look at her. She's like, look at her face. She's still.
I literally look, and when I see big men, my eyes just go to the titties. I don't.
Misha has got PTSD, y'all. She be having flashbacks.
I really should probably get counseling for this because I really see like bigger men, and I just think about that, and I'm like, no. Mm-mm. It was the titties and the sweat. It was both. It was no.
First of all, I don't like no sweaty man anyway, so I don't know how this is gonna work out. Because I'm trying to I said, Lord, I want to be, married, but I don't want you to be sweating. Like, what if he's like a sweater? I don't need she's wet.
What's a good question? Kimberly said that's a good question. Maybe I didn't see the question. Put the question back in there. What's a good question? Because Misha's had me laughing, so I must have missed the question. So yeah, but you were definitely traumatized, Misha. I agree though. Like, I'd be like, are those C cups? Oh Lord, yeah.
Like, I'm ready to offer him a bra. Like, baby, on your way out, here's a bra. Support.
It was a lot.
Yeah, Misha, it's still showing on your face. So poor. Now hopefully he lost some weight, so he's not out there traumatizing.
No, he gained it back. Yeah. I saw him. He had a baby. I don't know if he had the baby for her or what, but he had the baby, and he gained
So it sounds like we just have our preferences, like I said, and sometimes I feel like I got a weird sense of humor because like I said, I don't like big guys. I don't like certain things, but you're like, Lord, please don't. Now I'm like, now I got to put that as my prayer list. Lord, please don't give me a big man that's like, y'all laughing. I'm really about to. My list is specific. Who was that? They got Sierra. They got married. She wrote it down. Like, listen here. So I know that's what the word says. Right. Write it down, make it clear. Every time something come up, I'll be like.
I agree with that. We got to be more specific. We got to be more specifics about our wants and what our standards are and what we're looking for. That's just important.
Another one. I just got me a TikTok account, so I don't know how to make TikTok videos yet, but I just got a TikTok.
Me neither, girl. You better than me.
I brought the thing. So it was a doctor on there. I think Dr. O left. So the doctor was like, he was like, why you keep getting that infection? He was like, because your man is staying dirty and he didn't wash his hands. So I was like,
that's really true though. That's really true. These men will mess up your pH. Don't be letting them just dump in you and shoot the club up. Like, don't let them do it.
That's true. They're messing up your pH balance because they're not clean, or like the after the gym thing, and then y'all shoot the club up after the gym. After y'all come from the gym. That's true.
Crystal. So now they had to add that to the list. Like, okay, make sure he's clean. Don't be coming in here like, the new husband, and he come in and you don't left the gym, and I don't know that you didn't jump in the shower, and then you just come in the bed and be like, let me hit that. And they you at the doctor because he done threw you all off, and you like,
right. Mm-mm.
with them dirty hands. He said, don't let them touch you with them dirty hands. Or that's a turn off too. Them dirty hands, when they want to give you something to eat, you be like, baby, don't touch that.
Right.
So Jada said, I ain't gonna say which family member, but my grown 20s nephew, LOL, yep, him, LOL, he gained weight while his baby mama was pregnant. I was like, which one of y'all gonna breastfeed this baby?
Baby, yeah, because
That
babies don't
really
really be
does
knowing.
happen.
Babies just like, that feel. So they be grabbing. So baby might be confused, Jada. Well, to help, I'm with you. Like I said, too old to be having them type of problems. So,
Right.
dudes, if you watching this, the doctor said make sure you wash your thing off.
Right. It's not all on us. I feel like men try to put it all on women and make sure you smell right and all. No, make sure your thing is clean too. Like don't do that. Don't whether you got never mind. Let me stop.
Okay, we're going left. We're gonna have to just go ahead and close the show out because me and you out. I can talk about nothing else. All I see is titties, and I'm looking like, okay.
When I was driving to work, I listened to this radio station in the morning, and it's one of the guys. I can't remember his name, but he's an ex-rapper. And the girl called in. Well, no, the guy called in. She's like, second date. She ghosted him after I don't know, like 6 months. And he's like, well, what happened? And she said, every time after we have sex, I get an infection. And so I've had, she said, this is like the fourth infection. So she's like, I'm stopping. I can't see you anymore. And he said, well, why didn't you talk to me about it? Listen, I thought, well, maybe first time I thought it was me. And like I changed some things up. And then the second time, and then she went back the third. I was like, girl, like you need. So she said, I just stopped seeing him altogether. And he said, well, hey, babe, we can work on that. Well, we can go to the doctor together. Yeah. I was like, sir, this is you. And so the radio host, he was like, well, maybe, whatever's going on, like, y'all got to get your pH together and maybe, y'all can go together and figure out what's wrong and what's going on. I was like, wow. Don't try to force her to listen. This man there's something he ain't doing. Don't be.
That's why mama's got it. Okay, so I did my little snippet the other day when I said, "Come get your raggedy son, get them sons together." Because, like I said, I had to get on my neighbor. Her son was doing some nasty stuff, and I said, "He out here peeing on this side of this house. How many bathrooms y'all got?" So she got them together. But when you see your nasty son, your raggedy son doing something, get them together. Because, like I said, they just when they get that woman. If they was nasty, he didn't change the sheets. Now he gonna be somebody's man.
Yeah.
You got them nasty boys that used to be nasty rooms, nasty. Mama, if his room nasty and he don't shower, tell him ain't no woman want that.
Right. It's important, y'all. And that's important. And honestly, going back to the title of the show tonight, that could be a man that's 50 and a man that's in his 30s, a man that's in his 20s. Like we have to make sure, or not we have to make sure, but these men that we're associating ourselves with, they got to be clean too. And they, it's important. It's important
very important. Like I said, when I seen that video, I said, okay, TikTok got some stuff on here. He was like, yeah, let me know. So again, ladies, we just got to be conscious of what we're, allowing in our bodies. Or, Jada said also make him brush his teeth when he wants some cookies. Jada got a funny story on her page about her and them chocolate chip cookies. You got to go follow Jada on Facebook. But she also has a YouTube page. Also, welcome, Shanae. Thanks for stopping by.
Yes, I was about to put that. Shanae, hey, lady, how are you doing? Thank you so much for stopping in. Y'all, this has been a lot of fun.
Yeah. So we went all the way left. If you guys dropped in late, you have to watch this one because I'm scared to watch this one back because we done had stories on here tonight. It was all the way live. I don't know how it went left, but it did. I read the comments. Yes, that it was. So thank you for the VIP section for coming out. Next time, bring a friend, tell a friend. So that's how I advertise now. I send out messages. I tell them, ladies free. VIP section is open. You invited. You are our special guest. Make sure you invite a friend so we can just kick it, because this camaraderie today was hilarious. I can't even see without my glasses, but I've seen enough to know you guys were cracking up in the comments. So now it is our promotion time. I already gave her a shout out for Queen of Life Cosmetics. So here it is, Queen of Life Cosmetics. I have on today the unproblematic. I can't talk, y'all. Misha got me saying about titties. Sorry, Shanae. You want to say titties because you got to rewind it, because Misha, she just ruined us. Go ahead, Chris. I can't even talk.
Hey y'all, I was actually running late today, but this is one of my favorite things. This is her color board for her shadows. Please, you guys got to go out and cop that. This is Queen of Life Cosmetics. And y'all know Miss Kia Simone from Pain to Love. So please go buy her book. She is still writing. She's going to be doing the next chapter in the series. She's got a lot of great things coming up. And the trailer for Unwelcomes to the Neighborhood dropped. If you are following me on Instagram, you know what? Next week I'll probably, I could end the show with showing y'all the trailer.
Yeah, she can show you guys, because I was like, where is the rest? And Crystal still owes me an MP4 version because I'm older, or I couldn't figure it out. But I was ready to share it for her. So she still owed me one. I figured she was busy because she's the producer. We got the producer on the panel. And so she's busy. She out here in these streets, doing it. So y'all have to enjoy it while we got her, okay? Because Hollywood is going to call Crystal, okay? And we're going to be like, where is Crystal? And then she going to call Misha to come on there and do the makeup. So we already put this stuff in the atmosphere. Y'all going to be like, CMK, where they at? So just enjoy, because I'm just speaking everything into existence. Crystal is gonna do great, awesome things. I'm claiming it right now. And we're gonna touch an agreement. Y'all in the audience, touch an agreement that we're gonna have great things coming.
Amen.
Misha, the makeup artist, and Misha does other great things, but her channel is gonna blow up. Crystal's gonna blow up. We're gonna all do awesome things.
Amen. I receive it. You're muted. Crystal, you're muted.
Is she talking to the dog?
Oh.
Wait.
I didn't say speak that into existence. Speak that into existence.
Wait, pause. Who at your house?
Nobody.
Because let me start talking to somebody. Y'all gonna be like, who is that?
She was looking high. That didn't look like no dog. Her dog ain't up there. I don't know.
Hold on, y'all. Okay, we got how many? We got 11 people in here. We had 16 a second ago, but hold on to shakes. I think I can show us the trailer for Unwelcome to the Neighborhood.
Well, before you do that, make sure you tune in Sunday. We'll be reviewing Ready to Love. Me and Crystal have our live, and Kia Simone also has her live with Ida from Ready to Love. So make sure y'all are subscribed so y'all can tune in.
Good, keep my name up out your mouth, yeah. Shut your mouth. Cause I go hard like it's a drought.
That's a bad leaf.
2, 2, 3, they gon' eat away your little central.
I think the house is down there.
Sir, I know you hear me listen to that.
I don't know about this.
Bob, tea time tomorrow, 2 o'clock.
Everything seems normal to me.
Yeah, so far.
is she looking at?
What is who looking at?
And you just saw that lady looking right at me.
I didn't see nothing. You're doing too much.
Okay.
Hey, Bill. Bill. Hey, Bill.
Oh, hey, Karen. How's everything going?
You still liking it over here so much?
Yes, it's nice.
Well, clearly something wrong with you.
Everything's going okay, I guess. I just came from the hardware store. Phil wants to change the locks since the incident. You know, everyone's on edge since Mr. Johnson went missing.
I know. You know, my phone's been ringing nonstop since, you know who moved in.
I know exactly who you mean. The zombies.
Well, as president of the Cloverleaf HOA, I promise you, all of the neighbors of this community, that I will get to the bottom of this. You could bet the bank on that, Karen.
I sure hope so. You can't even feel comfortable in your own home. You know, I know we all have to live together, but gosh, I didn't expect to be living next to people who aren't even alive.
Well, this will all be over come Saturday night. I got a plan. Get rid of them zombies once and for all. Take a look at this.
How did you get that?
I'm a man of the people, Karen. People share things with me.
I guess so. And you know why? Because you're awesome, Bill. Awesome.
Thank you.
I really hope this works out.
Oh, it's going to be a party on Saturday night, believe me.
This is going to be great. I hope we can pull it off, man.
We will.
Wow, okay. You surprised me.
They're going to be scared stiff, and they're going to run.
You're awesome, Bill.
Karen, give Phil my best.
I'll see you Saturday night.
All right.
Okay, all right.
Y'all, you know I had to wait. Y'all, you know I had to wait until my name came across the screen. So sorry about that. Go ahead, Kia.
Oh, congratulations. I'm so happy for you.
I'm going in production on the 8th for something new, and it just keeps going and going. Pray for me in these screenwriting streets, though, y'all. Pray for me because I'm writing my own stuff, too. So we all got big things coming. We are 3 Black women that are doing big things. And yes, like we got to speak these things into existence. So I'm just so thankful to the other ladies that have shared the screen with me for the last couple of months, and everybody in my family. So thank you guys so much. I'll share the link with y'all. So thank you guys so much. And I would love to hire Miss Misha Allen to do makeup for a project. So and have Miss Kia Simone on the writing staff. Look, that's the plan, y'all. That's the plan. So we got to really
you know Tyler Perry looking for new writers, right? So y'all better get ready.
Mm-hmm. Listen, good stuff.
Another person you want to hook up with, Crystal, because I see Jada does writing in movies too. So I followed her because I noticed that she was in one of our chats real heavy. So I was like, let me check out who this sister is. So again, she's been supporting.
Yes, I just subscribed.
Once I
told you
guys what I can see, and I followed her. I was like, let me find her because she was real supportive her first time. So this is what Black sisterhood is supposed to look like. We don't know each other, but we just support each other, just jump in. But yeah, Crystal, like I said, I think if I read, she might be in Atlanta with you. I'm not sure.
Okay, well, we got to link up then. I'm in writing class every Thursday night, writing class. So, y'all, thank you guys. I know we went a little longer. I was like, Kid mentioned it, and I said, you know what? Maybe I can. It's a little, just 4 minutes. So, thank you guys for indulging me for a minute. And maybe, Chris Natha is going to be joining us on the 19th. So she's going to be our guest at the Ladies Lounge for the 19th, for our once a month guest. And we're still going to be doing this the day after Thanksgiving. Yeah, day after Thanksgiving, which is the 26th, of course.
Yes, we got a juicy one. We're going to keep it quiet, but we got a juicy one for the day after Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Ooh-wee.
So
Make
thank
sure-
y'all for tuning in. And if y'all have questions for us, you can email us. My email's across the screen. Misha, you want to put yours in the chat? I'll run mine across the screen, and Kia, put yours in the chat, and I can run it across the screen. Thank you guys so much. More stuff coming, and thank you guys so much. Oh yeah, I got men's panel coming. So tomorrow, every Saturday for the next 3 Saturdays is going to be men's panel, and then I got something big for December. So I'm working. I haven't got the date yet, but it's going to be something fun. That's it, y'all. Thank you. Buy your stuff.